Okay, guys, we are live. Dave's LFC Chats. It is 2:45. It is Bank Holiday Monday, and we are live. Big news, of course, is James Milner signed a 1-year extension to Liverpool. We were talking about it yesterday. We knew it would happen. We knew it was in the line. Milner gets the extension, and I think he absolutely deserves it. We do a little question and answers and stuff, but we just get a bit of fun as well. A little fun stream, I suppose. Hit the like, hit the share. It's a lovely day here in Dublin. The sun is shining out the back garden. The dogs are going to start barking now in a minute, but I'll have to sort them out if they do. Get your comments in. As I say, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in and have a little chat about whatever you want. We can talk about Liverpool. We can talk about whatever you want. CR Gaming is in the house. How are you, CR Gaming? Hopefully you are CR7 Gaming. CR7 Gaming. Jack McIndoe in the house. Jackie boy, how are you, my friend? You can pop in and say hello if you want. I'll send you a link now in a few minutes. As I say, it's going to be a nice, relaxing bank holiday chat about whatever you want. Obviously, we can talk about Liverpool, but we can talk about whatever you want. Films, cartoons, music. I have an hour to share. I have an hour to go mad. It's Christmas. The dogs are barking. Everything is crazy. This means more. Mark Forrest in the house. Great news there. Yeah, James Milner, of course, getting the year extension. It was on the cards, I think. He's experienced. He's the man we want. He is the man who deserves it. I mean, it's experience. It's what he's given the club. He's one of the best ever free signings in the history of Liverpool. You say Matip is up there as well, but you know what I mean. Rod Meta was going to go to sleep. Now he's just popped in to say hello from down under. How are you, Rod? Hopefully you are well, my friend. J81LFC, you'll never walk alone. Hope you're well. I'm absolutely great. I said I just have to go live to say hello to all my mates and friends and Liverpool people and Premier League people and people of the world. It's just going to be a bit of crack. It's going to be just a bit of fun. It's going to be fun. We can talk about 80s and 90s if you want. We can talk about the 1890s if you want. But it's James Milner Day, really. He's the man that gets the year extension. Who do you want in? Who do you want out? I just think it's great to have him around. He won't play a load of games. Don't get me wrong. He will not play a lot of games. But to have him there, his experience, to have him on the bench, to have him in the dressing room, to have him around the Kirby training ground is absolutely huge. And as John Moore says here, brilliant news about Milner. Absolutely, John. Absolutely, my friend. James freaking Milner. Liz Golden is James Milner's biggest fan, of course. Liz, how are you from Florida in the house? Absolutely great to have you go. Hi, Luna. Luna, we're actually minding our little, my nephew's dog as well. So there's two of them. That's his little bark there in the background. But Luna, we have two dogs in the house. Who let the dogs out? Jack McIndoe in the house. Doug from the Doug Football Channel. Doug, how are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. As I say, it's going to be a nice little chat. We can go 80s, we can go 90s, we can go cartoons, we can go films, we can go music, we can go Liverpool, we can go anybody you like. Smash those likes, says Jackie Boy. Jackie Boy is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As I said, a great weekend last weekend. It seems like a million years ago. I was in Liverpool in Jack Mack's house. Thanks to his mum and dad, of course. It was absolutely brilliant. Doug was there. John Moore was there. Mickey Friars was there. Dan from the Mighty Reds TV. Steve Stubbs was there. Luke was there. 1892 Reds podcast. John Moore. Andrew Quinn. I mean, who am I forgetting? Connor from the Cup Council. I mean, it was absolutely... What a weekend. What a weekend. We will do it again. We will do it again. Afternoon, Luna, says Jay. I hope they don't start barking. Yesterday, I had to finish on the hour. They start barking. They're barking here, but don't mind them. Let them bark. They're happy about the Milner signing, I think. That's the big one. They're so happy about Milner. Big up, Doug, Jack, you cheating bastard, says John. Whatever that's about, I don't know. Rod is saying hello to Liz. And hi, folks. Can play the main games. Yeah, well, look. He's a great man to have around, isn't he? I mean, he has his own foundation, James Milner Foundation, of course, but he's a proper man on and off Twitch. A model pro, basically. An absolute model pro. And I'm delighted he signed a car. I knew he would. I did a video yesterday that said he would. It was on the cards. The question is, the big question is, will Darwin Núñez sign? I know there's a lot of build-up. There's a lot of talk about Darwin Núñez, the Benfica Uruguayan striker. Would you like him? Would you not like him? And the Canu, of course, as well. But there's so much going on. It's going to be a crazy season. It's going to be that crazy, crazy season. We're only in the 6th of June. And the crazy season has already happened. Yusuf LFC in the house. How are you, Yusuf? How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. You'll never walk alone from Malaysia. Wow. Nick Red in the house. That is unbelievable. Worldwide. LFC is worldwide. Crazy. Just to say, look at the weather out there. It's absolutely beautiful. I was in an art gallery yesterday, Hugh Lane Gallery in Dublin, and it was absolutely wow. I just do like a bit of history. I do like a bit of art. I used to do a bit of art myself back in the day, more surrealism, or even a Picasso type, that type of stuff. I like that type of stuff. What do you think of the bid for Mane? We'll talk about that too. I mean, what was it, 20 million plus 5 million add-ons? Yeah, for most players on the year contract, you'd take it, but not Mane. Mane's world class. Mane's been brilliant second half of the season for us. I think he's worth twice that. I think he's going to go. Sadly, I really, really do. It's starting to build now. That was an official bid from Bayern yesterday. I think Liverpool will take anything north of 40 or 50. I really do. I mean, Mane wants out, really, doesn't he? Do you want to keep a player for a year that wants out? I don't know. I'd hate him to leave. Of course I would, but it's not looking good on the Mane in the mirror front at all. Rob is saying, right, and I'm actually drinking Diet Coke. That dog will not shut up. That dog will not shut up. If that dog doesn't shut up, he's getting thrown out to the back garden. Big time. How's everyone's bank holiday been? Well, nice and relaxing, actually. You did a double bank holiday, didn't you? You did a Friday and a Monday. We just have a normal bank holiday Monday. June bank holiday. It was a joke bid, says Mark. It was a bit of a joke bid, wasn't it? It was a joke bid. Absolute joke bid. Jackie boy, I'll send you a link if you want to pop in. Give me the thumbs up if you want. I'll send the link to you, my friend. Trying to get your views on Milli Vanilli and any other transfer news that you think, Darwin Núñez, is it pie in the sky? Is there meat on the bone? I mean, is it real? Is it, I don't know. I mean, I think there's some meat on the bone on it. I really do. I think it definitely, we know Klopp likes him. We do know Klopp likes him. He's that type of player, but can you see him at Liverpool? I think United are interested, but would you want to play Europa League? No, you wouldn't. You want to play Champions League, so we've got a big one. And we are a better team, of course. Nick Red says from Malaysia, that bid wouldn't even pay for a gold strip in his hair. No, it was crazy. Did you see, what was the name? Diaz's hair. It's a bit like Harvey Elliott's hairstyle as well. I sent Jack Mack a link so we can pop in and say hello if he wants. Mane ain't staying, says Scouse 1892. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, my friend. I think Mane is a done deal. I really do. I think I know he's on international duty with Senegal at the moment, but I just have a really feeling he's gone. I really do. Mane's gone. But Milner signed for New Year, one more year, so that's good news. But I would love Mane to stay, and Salah, and Bobby. We want them all to stay, but I mean, it's a business. We've got to look at contracts, age, dips and daps, and it's all the computer science now. So we just got to be careful. I think Mane goes, Salah stays. I think it's as simple as that. We can't afford to lose the two of them, but we've got to get a striker in, a number 9. We definitely got to get a number 9 in. Nick Red, Sadio Mane is worth more than Grealish, which is 100 million. Yeah, listen, crazy. The amounts going around are crazy. The wages, the money, the bonus, all this type of stuff is absolutely crazy. Sir Oswald, Fortitude. Milner is the ultimate professional. Yes, he is. He's the ultimate pro. I mean, if anybody ever wants to look at somebody, what is he, 37? I mean, he's been playing 20 years, something like that, professionally. I mean, he started out at Leeds and amount of clubs he's been at, Villa, City, he won the league with City, of course. Newcastle. I mean, just wow, Liverpool, and he's had a brilliant career with Liverpool. Everybody thought he'd probably leave it and play for Leeds for a season, but I think he turned down Leeds. I think Leeds were looking for him, and he actually took a drop in his wages, which is unbelievable as well. He took an actual drop in his wages to stay for another year with Liverpool. That's the sign of the man. What a man! What a man! Yeah, well, Liz is happy anyway. Liz is absolutely happy with that. That is absolutely true, because we all know Liz absolutely loves Milli Vanilli. But Mark, for Salah may stay if we can sort that out. I think we will. I mean, we can't afford Salah and Mane, or Salah and Mane. Be 50 goals gone down the tube. I mean, where are you going to replace even Mane's 20 plus? Where are you going to replace that? Salah goes 30 plus. Where are you going to replace that? Okay, if Diaz, Jota there, Bobby would probably stay for another year, run his contract down, possibly, I don't know. But you got to be careful. This is a big summer for Liverpool and FSG. This is huge, an absolutely huge summer. A lot of players are Madrid bound. Well, Tchouaméni still hasn't made his mind up, but it looks like Madrid, to be fair. I do like him. I really do. Their midfield's getting old now, as we've seen, even in the Champions League. I mean, we've seen it, Modric, Cruz, Casemiro, they're getting old now. They're similar to Liverpool's midfield three. You've got to replace them. The legend is here. It's Jack Mac LFC. Jackie boy, how are you?
Not too bad, fella. Thank you very much for having me on. Chat as well. I haven't done a bloody video in ages, Dave. So
we haven't been on together now. So we were in Liverpool last weekend, but I mean, actual video in a long time. How are you anyway? How's your bank holiday weekend been?
Yeah, definitely not celebrating the Queen, but yeah, just a bit of time off.
Lovely jubbly. Well, whatever.
Not too bad, mate. Yeah.
I suppose, what age? She's 70 years on the tram. I mean, that's something fucking else, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not a royalist myself. I'm not a royalist at all, but I think we'll skip that one, will we? But so, Milli Vanilli, what do you think? We all knew it was going to happen, Jack, but it's just nice. I think it's great to have him on board. He won't play a huge amount of games, but just to have him around the camp, have him around the young players. I mean, he's a model pro.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And I think you only have to listen to what Klopp's come up with in the last 10, 15 minutes in terms of his quotes. Just got them up here. It's only a little segment, and really, in terms of what Jürgen has said about the lads, but he's the ultimate professional, as you said there, Dave, and probably one of the best free transfers Liverpool have had. Obviously, especially in my lifetime, most importantly as well. But money, you can't put a price on an evaluation on, obviously, the experience in which he offers. You look at Liverpool's squad, obviously him, Henderson, Thiago, similar players that ilk, really, that have got that experience. They know what is needed to win trophies at a football club. And yeah, I'm made up, mate, and I'm open. I think Milner come out with his quotes and saying he himself needed to feel that he could have done it this season, and it was a good reassuring factor that Jürgen knew he could do that. And as he said, made top of the show, and everyone, we're not expecting him to go into every single game and play every single game, but because his body wouldn't allow him to do that. But what you do need, and what was shown last year, was the one or two games really that we need a bit more experience in. Obviously, those draws, potentially Milner going into next season, he'll take the instructions, not just Milner, but the players going into next year, and they'll know the objectives in terms of where they need to improve. But happy days, mate. I'd be very disappointed to see, similar with Steven Gerrard. I know Milner has not been at Liverpool all his career, but I think always were disappointed to see Stevie not retire at Liverpool Football Club. And I would have been really disappointed that Milner, if he was to go to a Leeds, or probably from a selfish point of view of me, mate, because I think if he is to get his coaching badge, I'm not so sure if he has been getting them behind closed doors. But we need to keep him at Liverpool Football Club, whatever capacity that is going forward, post his career. He's got so much to benefit Liverpool, mate.
I think he'll play the year out, and he'd probably go back. He'd probably go into the staff or go in coaching or something like that. I think that's his dream. I think that's what will happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see Mick Moran is in. Yes, lads. Millie the Legend says Mick from the Copy Podcast. How are you, Mick? You pop in if you want, Mick, as well. Let me know. But as I say, we're just going to have a lovely chat here. It's anything goes. It's anything goes Monday, Jack. Milli Vanilli signs for a year. There's Nunez, just seems to be building this Darwin Nunez stuff. I mean, it really does start to be. There was a lot of stuff yesterday about it. I think. Paul Joyce mentioned, and once Paul Joyce says it, it's usually on the button.
Yeah,
as you probably know, Darwin Nunez chat, is it bullshit? Is it real? Is it?
The majority of everyone knows my channel at the peak level of my channel. It was transfer. My highest viewed videos are
transfer city
video. But this is why I haven't done a video in a while, mate. In the last couple of days, apology chat as well, and everyone. It just rolls off. I was sick and tired of just doing transfer videos. Obviously, it does get the views and that, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy making a video, it just gets boring from my point of view. But yeah, whatever does for mate. Nunez, I think all we've seen him when we played in the Champions League, he was very fortunate enough to be in the ground in that second leg against Benfica this season. And I said to you when you were down, mate, there's not many players that have sat in the stadium in Anfield and went, bloody hell. Yes, he's rusty, and a lot of people will talk about his the stats wise in terms of not got the best pass accuracy and all that. He's a striker. He puts the ball in the back of the net. But for me, when we sat in the cup, I was like, this lad's special. What I don't want to be doing is say about 2, 3, 4 years down the line and his valuation's gone through the bloody roof, 150 million, something stupid. If he does have that trajectory in terms of his career, and Liverpool didn't put an offer in. I think it's about the right valuation of a player and considering the market in which we do find ourselves in. Liverpool with Diaz were getting quoted, was at 80, 90 million a couple of months ago prior to us signing him in January. And Liverpool were like, no, Sands, we're not going to do business. We haggled down the price. We let Tottenham do the legwork, quite rightly so anyway. And we went in and got our player. But I think it will be a player, Dave, and I don't know, you chat fields as well, potentially left fields. I think Jota and Fabinho, I don't think anyone really identified Jota as a player to come into Liverpool's setup prior to him signing for the club. You'll have the people that will claim to know a lot about it and knew he was coming into the door. The only people that know 100% is Liverpool's transfer committee, and obviously Julian Ward and Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp. Anyone outside of that is talking absolute nonsense, really. So, as you said, mate, the main journalists that we all know the names to follow, but I'd love him if we sign Núñez, mate. I think he'll have a lot to offer. He's a very young player, and as I said, I was sat in that stadium this season going, he's something special about this, lads. He's very unique in terms of his movements. He's very unorthodox. Yeah. Unorthodox, really, in terms of he's big, he's tall, he's pacey, and he's got a very good eye for goal anyway, considering he scored
the
about
right
3
age, the right profile. Yeah. Everything about him is right. It's the amount of money that he'd cost is the question. But Sir Oswald Fortitude, I touched on this yesterday, Jack, and it is a good point. For a club that is so well run, it seems strange that we allow Sadio, Bobby, Salah to enter the final stages of their contracts at the same time, which is the three amigos, the famous three that started this all off for Klopp and won us the league and won us so many trophies, the Champions League and stuff like that. To let the three of them run down to the final year. I mean, obviously they have a plan. They must have a plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's going to be difficult, mate, in answer as well. I think we will see in the next couple of years. I don't know how football will evolve, but you will see a lot more bigger players. We've seen, obviously, Pogba go a couple of years ago to Man United from Juve. Well, I think did he buy it? No, they let him go, but it's more valuable for players now in today's market to go on a free because you get more money up front. Your agents get more money up front. It's more beneficial for the player. And you only have to look at Paris Saint-Germain, the January transfer window or the season prior when he signed about 5 for free transfers. It was absolutely madness. Donnarumma, Gini Wijnaldum, Messi as well to an extent. So it wouldn't surprise me if both Salah and Mane do leave Liverpool Football Club on a free. Because what you'll have and what we've seen with Bayern's silly offer is where you'd have clubs going, yeah, sounds. The ball isn't a player's court now, in it, Dave, and Mane's court. Yeah. It's like Bayern can go say to his agent, yeah, we're on a bid, say nowhere over 30 million. And that's a case of it probably would be more beneficial to Liverpool if you do keep hold of them, technically from a money perspective, in terms of if Liverpool are to secure top 4, if we do win a league or another trophy next season, because you'd get your money back probably a bit more in terms of what you would have got from Bayern Munich. So yeah, I think it's the way in which European football is going in the next 5 to 10 years. You will see a lot more players run down the contracts, and I foresee a world where we do potentially see Salah and Mane leave on free transfers.
Well, if Mane, I have a feeling he might go this summer, Jack. It just seems to have built in the last 2 weeks. I would have said no 2 weeks ago. I think I would have said either Liverpool give him the contract or he stays for a year. But I have a feeling there's something he's not happy. You know, even saying one or two silly things, and he rarely just say stuff in interviews. You've seen it in Senegal, sort of silly things, which you know the journalists are going to twist. I mean, he's old enough and wise enough to know once he mentions something like that, they're going to twist it. You know what I mean? So I have a feeling Mane could go. I think Salah will stay. I just can't afford. I don't think we can afford to sell Salah. I really don't. Even keep him for the year. But if we keep him for a year, we get nothing from next year. But I mean, it's all up in the air. We don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. So look, we just hope. We just hope and dream this is what happens. But I hope Salah stays. I even hope Mane stays. But as I say, I think Mane could be on the way. But back to Milner again. I mean, I remember watching Milner, it was a long time ago, playing for Leeds United. I mean, he looked like a fresh-faced Leeds. I think he was he 16?
16. Yeah, 16. He made his debut, yeah.
Holy shit. I think Gary McAllister was on his team.
Gary Mac, yeah. Yeah, no, it's mad, isn't it? And he's the ultimate professional. I think Klopp, we all know that, as he said, mate. If only certain players within football could actually just take a leaf out of Milner's book. And I think, obviously, the modern science in which football is going in the future years, you will see a lot more players go into the mid-40s, possible late 40s, and next 30, 40 years. Obviously, the data behind everything now, mate, but we love him. We love Jimmy. And, hopefully he wins the Premier League and hopefully win a lot more trophies next year.
Hopefully he goes out on a high with a big trophy. Yeah. Let's put it that way next year. But listen, we're going to talk about anything and everything. I mean, we can break it up, Jack. I don't know how long you have, but I'm just going to relax, have a nice relaxing Monday afternoon for an hour or so, and we can talk movies, we can talk cartoons. When Jack was 3 or 4, when he was sitting down watching telly in his nappies, what he was watching, I'm sure it was about 20 years before what I was watching. But I mean, like, there's some. I don't even go to cinema anymore, Jack. I can't remember that. The last time I was in a cinema was probably 2019.
It's sad, really, isn't it, mate? I used to love going to cinema with my dad. I still do, and probably all use, but it's ridiculous expensive. You're paying for 10 quid a ticket, and then that's even before you've got you always used to sneak your sweets in and everything, didn't you, from Woolworths? Right, you used to go to Woolworths, get that pick and mix or Blockbuster, get your pick and mix in for very cheap, and then go to.
You have to have popcorn, though. Do you like popcorn? Or do you like cheesy nachos? Do you get cheesy nachos over there?
No. You get cheesy nachos. I couldn't think of anything worse than having cheesy nachos when you're trying to watch a 2-hour Blockbuster movie. I'm just basic.
I actually like it.
It's too messy.
I haven't got the attention span to sit there for 2 hours. I'd want to be a movie that I really have been building up to watch. I wouldn't just go and watch any bloody movie. I just couldn't do it. I like documentaries and stuff like that, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, this younger generation, the iPad generation, I call them. We don't need to say, couldn't I? They don't have the attention span to sit through a 2-hour movie. That's why TikTok is so big.
My little one is only 11 now. I think it's 12. Stranger Things. Do you ever hear of Stranger Things?
Oh, yeah, I love that show. Yeah.
I've never watched it. And she keeps saying to me, you've got to watch this. It's all about the 80s. She says, it's all about the 80s.
Yeah, you'll love it, right?
There's ghosts in it. And you know the way I like the 80s. And so I know it's set in the 80s. It's not really about the 80s, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's amazing, mate. That's why I love it. It's during you get a TV show or a film, and the everything behind Stranger Things is amazing. The settings, the clothing, and everything. It's filmed so well. So yeah, definitely check that out, Dave, when you got free time, or even tonight.
Yeah, I will. I have it on Netflix. I have it on Netflix. It's amazing. I know it sounds funny, but I like watching documentaries. I like watching stuff like that more than I do I've never watched the box set in my life. Never. And I've Netflix about 3 years now. Never
watched Lord of the Rings.
Box set in my life.
Have you ever watched Lord of the Rings, or is?
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's like a free film one, isn't it? Like a box set.
It was a film, really. I wouldn't even call it a box set. I seen every film when it came out, and a year later, 2 years, it come out, and I have it on Sky Movies, or whatever it's called. But they're long movies. They're nearly 3 hours long each movie.
Yeah.
I love the book. Yeah. The books are unbelievable. The Lord of the Rings.
Books.
They are Tolkien.
So yeah. So probably the box set. I love The Office. I love
the original Office with Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, the original.
The American one. What one are you on about?
Both. I love both of them, really.
No, I've never seen the American one, but I like the English one. I do like Ricky Gervais. I like his sense of humor.
Yeah, sure.
I do like his sense. I have to say, Mark Forrest said American Horror. I've heard of it. I think it's another box set.
Mark. Yeah, it's a good. I think 6 or 7 series of that. But yeah, that's very good. That Mark as well. And I don't know if you see in the chat as well, mate. That's another one to put on your list there. It's very unique. It tells a story every single season about certain a universe. Put yourself into the universe, but it's all played by the same actors every single season. if you get me. But they all swap up the roles, so like, because he's the baddie and like another. But it's so well acted. If the early seasons are better than the latter seasons, really, but it's not too bad.
Oh, here, Andrew Quinn is talking about my favourite series of all time. I think it was 82. It came out 83. I was about 10. And of course, it was V, the original series, with the aliens coming down, ripping their skin off, and there's lizards underneath, like the royal family. They're lizards. So your man David Icke seems to think anyway. Not a lunatic. But look, I love V. That was a dream. I used to love all those bleeding. Sure, the 80s shows, but when you look back at them, some of them are a bit corny. When you're a kid, you thought they were the bee's knees. And when you're a bit older and you look back and go, did I actually sit and watch that? I mean, Miami Vice, I used to love on a Friday night. I used to love V. I used to love MacGyver. I don't know whether you know MacGyver, but MacGyver.
I think you've heard that, yeah.
Milner. James Milner's like Liverpool's MacGyver, basically.
Like the old classic Baywatch as well. Did you watch that?
What? Baywatch?
The classic Baywatch. Did you watch that one? Back in the day.
Baywatch or Baywatch?
Yeah. Baywatch.
The original one with David Hasselhoff out, Knight Rider, of course, which is the Hofmeister. I mean, he was in that when he left Knight Rider. I think he went to Baywatch. I think he was a producer. He made millions out of Baywatch. Made more money out of that than he did in Knight Rider. Michael Knight. What an absolutely brilliant show. Cartoons. I mean, you had my favorite. Not a lot of people seem to know it. Ulysses 31, and of course, Transformers were out. There was Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I was a bit old for teenage, but I was probably 16, 17 when they came out in the late 80s. You know, so
the classic He-Man back in the day as well.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
The soundtracks and on that as well.
The soundtracks and cartoons
so
in the
good.
80s are like fucking album covers. Like,
they are iconic.
Like electric guitar, you know? Yeah. Rick Carlson, oh geez, don't mention his name on the stream. That guy's an absolute knob jockey of the highest order.
I'm hoping Vinny Jr. I know he beat us in the final, but hopefully he kicked his head in.
I seen something in the Brazilian camp yesterday, yeah.
There was memes going around to say, what was it there?
That he was saying, you should have got relegated.
But no, he's got the ego of Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's got the ability of Christian Benteke. So
Dexter, I think that's something to do with a serial killer who goes around trying to catch serial killers. Is that what that is?
I think so, mate. I know what you're on there. So also, I've never actually sat down and actually watched that. It's one on my list. Peaky Blinders, I love. I'm on the last season.
There's another one, Peaky. I haven't seen any of them. Now, my wife would watch them. She'd sit there and binge on them on her laptop, even Netflix on her laptop. She's quite a big laptop, so it's really like a fucking screen. And she'd sit there watching it. I mean, little girl has her own iPad. She would watch the likes of even Stranger Things and stuff like that. But I don't know.
We all need to get you an iPad, Dave. Chat, we'll get Dave an iPad so we can watch all these shows.
I have 2 televisions.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't matter. 2, one over there and one out there. But I just don't bloody watch them. I haven't got the attention span, is what I'm saying. And I'm on a laptop. And I have an iPhone. I could even watch on my iPhone if I wanted. Bayern are planning a new offer. Breaking news from Andrew Quinn. Andrew Quinn news. 35. Look, that was an opening bid yesterday. We all know in football, you don't go the highest and then go low. You throw in a low bid, then you can try go high. Like, it's like anything. You go in looking at a new car or a car in the showrooms. You don't give them the 40 grand they want for the car. You say, I'll give you 25, 35. All right. No, I'll give you 38. Give me 35. It's all haggling or whatever. So, fortunately, I can see it happening. I've more now than I ever thought it would happen. And maybe it's a good. You don't want a player at the club though, Jack, either, disrupting stuff if he doesn't really want to be there. If he wants to go and try something, and he's been brilliant for us, so I wouldn't deny him a move. You know what I mean? Yeah,
just one player probably that always if you could not think if you just allow him to go, it's Mane and Salah in it. They're the 2 players where you can sit down and go. Even Van Dijk and Alisson, really. Not that we're not wanting them to go anyway, but Mane's warranted. He said he's won everything at the club, and but it's how he goes about it. It'll be the massive thing in it, mate.
Peaky Blinders. There's another one for you, Jackie boy. I say you
Yeah, that's
watched
what I
that.
said there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, some of it was filmed in Cheshire, Mark, as well. I said there, Liverpool, Mark, as well, mate. But yeah,
What is the Peaky Blinders? It's about 100 years ago. It was 1890s, 1880s, or something like that. Walking around,
yeah, it's like the
gangsters type of
Brummie,
thing.
like the Brummie area, obviously Birmingham and all around there. Like, and obviously families involved with obviously like horse racing, betting, and like a little gang, like obviously the family. Don't want to spoil too much about it, but it's really good. It just
Well, you won't
it's
spoil it for me because I probably won't watch it.
just in
That's
case
me and
chat
the
as
girl.
well. Chat
Me and
might
the
be on
girl
like
telling
season
me
2.
about
Though, so,
Stranger Things, and she's gone. I don't want to spoil it for you. You've just told me everything about it. I don't have to watch it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Andrew Quinn, I have loads of movies. I like my best. Look, we all have loads of movies. I mean, I can go way back. The Goonies original was brilliant when we were kids, of course, which is an absolute classic. Or even, to be honest, around Christmas time, especially my little one, I like watching Home Alone, the first one now, the very first one where they come into the house. Joe Pesci's an absolute unbelievable actor as well. I do like Joe Pesci and everything he was in. He's
Goodfellas, I
absolute
love as well.
good
Obviously, we
fellas,
had
yeah.
that. We have what was it?
Usual Suspects. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, seen that. Only
That's
gangster
brilliant.
movies. The Godfather, the classic one.
Oh, yeah.
1
I
and
can't
2.
believe The Godfather, the original. I think the original Godfather was 1972.
Yeah, mad.
The first one,
Yeah, it's crazy,
1972.
man. Yeah,
What?
and obviously it was the Alien films as well. Alien 1 and 2, they were so great back in their time, and then they tried to remake, well, not remake, but do 3 and 4, and they were an absolute shambles. It's mad how
I think all that Star Wars franchise has destroyed the original three. The original three are the best thing. Anybody keeps doing these bloody remakes, stop, will you? Even the Marvel movies, stop it. It's too many. You saturate the bleeding thing. It's crap. They're all crap. I don't watch any of them.
The only remake that was probably good was probably like Scarface. That was a remake of a remake, wasn't it? So back in the day,
70s, 80s. I'm on about movies that say in the last
like
10 years
now,
they tried to fucking remake. Stop it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's very hard to make a remake. I mean,
modern cinema is dead now. Like it is.
I think it's lazy. I think it's just lazy, lazy. Thrown out all these fucking Spider-Man 12, Batman 16. There'll be fucking 50 movies. Stop it.
Don't get me started on the Fast and Furious. Christ, crazy.
Many Fast and Furious. I've never even seen one of them, Jack. I never even seen one of them.
I watched the first one and then didn't watch after that.
Oh, no chance I'd ever watch any of them. My earliest TV memory is from 1972. It was Good Night cartoon starring Mouse living in a moon made of cheese. Something I have aspired myself as Rod. You're giving your age away now, baby. But the moon names, wasn't it?
Oh no, I'm not. What was Danger Mouse out?
Danger Mouse was 80s. Was a cartoon, 80s, yeah. Penfold and Danger Mouse, yeah. Like mid 80s, I think, about 85, 86. Do you remember Banana Man?
I think so. Yeah, I can remember the theme tune. Well, because I studied film and television, like I had to watch a load of shows and films.
Here for Button Moon to follow Mr. Spoon, Button Moon. Yeah, I do remember Button Moon.
We need to do a quiz night, Dave, on film and television.
Quiz night live, 80s, 90s.
I reckon that'd pop off.
The problem is I'm only good for 80s and 90s because I don't watch the bloody television the last 10 years. I wouldn't even be able to tell you who's number one in the bloody music scene because I don't listen to it either. Don't know any of the music nowadays. Any of the stars. Wouldn't know any. They'd walk down the road past me. I wouldn't know who they are. Wouldn't know who they are. But guys, get your little comments in there. Keep this stream going. Without you guys, there's no stream. Hit the like, hit the share. Jack Mac LFC is popping in. We can talk about anything. It can be Liverpool. We can talk about cartoons, films, movies, food, even food. I don't even know what I'm going to have tonight to eat. I actually got some M&S food in the fridge. I do like a nice M&S food, actually, every now and again. Do you like the old M&S, do you?
Yeah, it's expensive. To be quite expensive in M&S, isn't it? It's but it's nice. Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than, let's say, the normal Tesco type. But it is nice. There's a reason it's more expensive, I think, because it's bloody nice. You know what I mean? It is decent. But I think Rod does like the cheese all right. I think he could be a mouse, Rod Mouse in disguise, Rod's Mouse. But
I've had too much cheese over like the last month. It's probably so bad when you eat a load of cheese, isn't it?
Do you not think as well, Jack? Oh yeah, congratulations to Wales, by the way, for getting into the World Cup yesterday. I think it was a deflected shot from Bale, wasn't it? Although it won't matter at the end of the day for them. But first time since 1958,
That's
World
mad,
Cup.
that.
You like if someone would have said that to me in a pub quiz, I nearly would have collapsed. I knew it was true, but I was what? They've had some decent sides. With
Ian Rush as well, like the fact that they didn't get to a World Cup with Ian Rush.
I remembered Saunders for Liverpool because it was in the 90s, but Dean Saunders was a great striker. Ian Rush, the Giggs, the Neville Southall and goal. They proper players, and they never got to the World Cup. First time since 58. Couldn't believe it.
Congrats, tell you what, Bale's like such a good player, and you don't miss and chance. I tell you, it'd be interesting to see where he goes. Well, world-class player.
Sarah Oswald, you're giving away your age. I think that's the 70s show, The Goodies. I think it was on BBC. The goody.
I'm gonna have to watch these all on there.
I'll tell you, they got away with some shit in them days. You wouldn't be getting away with now, Jackie boy. There is no chance you get away with half the stuff. I say naughties, if you know what I mean.
You're gonna have to watch an episode, like 10 minutes of Zippy. Like Christ, if you go on YouTube.
And Bungle, Zippy and Bungle.
Zippy and Bungle, the stuff they used to come out.
Mad. Wacky Racers, Looney Tunes, Popeye. He's Tom and Jerry, Andrew Quinn. He's only a young lad and he's thrown them out. He's thrown all the classics out. He's absolutely loving them. I'll tell you what, Shearer was some striker in his day. I'll absolutely say that. He was top notch. He was absolutely top notch.
It'd be similar with Harry Kane, only chat as well. We could be looking at the end of Harry Kane's career.
He's looking at Erling Haaland as well. I mean, he was built, he was strong. He wasn't super fast, but he was some finisher. He was an unbelievable finisher from all types of goals. Good in the air, both feet, you know, that type of thing. Just a natural, like a Robbie Fowler, a natural. One of the few natural goal scorers, if you. I think Andy Cole was a natural goal scorer as well when he played for Newcastle at that time.
It's mad that he didn't win a lot more, isn't it, mate? Like,
well, he went to United then, didn't he, Andy Cole? But he was...
Not Andy Cole, either. Yeah.
I'll always remember the hat-trick he got against Liverpool. Newcastle beat us, I think it was 3-0, and he scored a hat-trick at St. James's, and I was fucking sick after it. And then he signed for United fairly soon after, I think, the next season. Like, he was on fire at that time, you know? But there's so many... Look, there's a lot of strikers that people... Steve Bull from Wolverhampton Wanderers. In the early 90s, Steve Bull, he played for Wolves, and I think he was top goal scorer, second top goal scorer in the Premier League when it just came out first, and everybody wanted him. Get him, he got a few England caps, and he was so loyal, he just stayed with Wolves, didn't move for a big money move. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't remember John Cleese.
Disappeared. Yeah.
John Cleese, of course we remember John Cleese. The sketch where he ate some cheese at a party that had coming out as a mouse. And then had it coming out as a mouse. Yeah, he's Faulty Towers, of course. It was the famous one for John Cleese. It was the most famous show he was on. Faulty Towers. Now Faulty Towers is 70s, isn't it? I mean, it's early 70s. I mean, you know,
I love me Monty Python movies as well. Like,
do you know what I had on a Sunday? I think it was Sunday night. It used to be on around the watershed, around 9:30, maybe even 10 o'clock. Older people in the house can probably find out. But there used to be a show on. I think it was BBC or Channel 4. I'm not sure. It was called Tales of the Unexpected, and the music for it was like a carousel with women dancing like the James Bond type. You know the way they dance and the pirouette. And it was scary. I used to hear the music line up in bed, and the music. Oh my God. The music was scary. The music was scary. Tales of the Unexpected. Even the show wasn't that scary, but the music was. Manuel and Faulty Towers. He was the Spanish waiter guy in Faulty Towers. Jack, you're now your depth here, eh? Faulty Towers.
I know Faulty Towers. Was it the lady off EastEnders just passed away? Is it not Pat? The
EastEnders.
She was in EastEnders. The old woman.
Maybe she was. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the owner of the Vic. I've forgotten her name. But yeah, she was the blonde lady in it.
I think Sir Oswald's getting it there. Yeah, it was on a Sunday evening. It was an absolute nightmare of a show to watch. It was creepy. You have to remember, Jack, back in the 80s, there was no. I think we had 4 channels. There was
Yeah.
4 channels we had over here in Ireland, and one of them was BBC One was BBC Two. Sorry, we'd maybe 5. We had Channel 4. Channel 4 only came out later in the 80s. There was UTV, which is the Irish version of ITV, and BBC One, BBC Two, and 2 Irish channels, RTE One and RTE Two. There was fuck all on them. They used to finish at 11:30. They used to finish
it's mad how like it's mad how we've like come so far in amazing chat. Like especially my my age, but even now you can watch anything and everything. There's so many channels, so much.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know what you mean. I mean, on your phone, if you have any decent phone now, you can literally watch anything. That's the problem with kids, especially if you be careful. But the other thing as well, Jack, was people don't realize we used to have to go to a video shop to buy VHS, which were shaped like a book, and you open them up and there's a big cassette tape to put into a bloody video recorder. And a movie, and if the movie was in the cinema, it took about a year for it to come out in VHS, sometimes 2 years for it to come out in VHS. So like it'd be 2 years old, and the movie, you'd be getting, here it is, I haven't seen it in the cinema, and here it is 2 years later, you're putting it in the VHS, and it had to be back in the shop the next day, 24 hours later. And another thing, the older people in the house will find out, the VHS tape had to be rewound before you gave it back to the shop.
Yeah, rewind.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I miss those days. I wish I could go back in time. Like it was just something special, mate. I enjoyed it. And obviously, if you went with to Blockbusters with your family and all, or whatever, if you went on your own, it's just like little moments like that of your childhood, really. Like, but it's mad. It's absolutely amazing.
Sir Oswald, that's all we had. BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, UTV, whatever, Channel 4, RT1, RT2. And then later, I think 89, 88, maybe, Super Channel. Don't know whether anybody remembers that came out with Sky One then, and the Super Channel came out. Blockbusters, yeah, Mark, that was famous American VHS. That was the American place that brought out the videos at the time. And even before that, what were they called? Before the VHS came out, there was Betamax, I think it was called.
Betamax, yeah.
Del Boy Gunner TV in the house. How are you, Del? Hopefully you're well. What's the crack, baby? Hopefully you were well. Del Boy in the house. We're going 80 style here, baby. We're going 80 style. I know Del Boy's probably a lot younger than 80s, probably a 90s boy, but it's 80s style here. Jack's probably a naughties boy, actually. A naughty boy when he was a naughties boy.
95 I was.
95. The last time Everton won a fucking trophy.
What a year, Christ.
Oh, what a year, Jack. What a year to be born in Liverpool. The year Everton won a trophy. What was it? The FA Cup against United.
Take it, my dad needed to celebrate then. In some way. Yeah.
Blockbusters was the best game in DVD shop ever. Were you still around when you were a kid, Andrew? Yeah. I don't know how long. Maybe they're only gone about 10, 15 years, hasn't he?
It's mad how like just disappeared. Obviously, Netflix and like Amazon, completely destroyed them. Really,
once the streaming services came in, Jack, they just out the door. All these VHS.
I think I don't know how accurate it was, but I think it was Blockbuster but Netflix apparently offered them, or Amazon offered them money, in terms of obviously the business proposition that they had at the time. Apparently, Blockbuster were like, "No, we don't want any part of it," and then history itself, they went bust, and that's how the cookie crumbles, really. And there's one Blockbuster left in the world, and it's somewhere in America.
In America, yeah, some deep little town. Yeah, fines if you didn't rewind the video. It's like when you didn't leave back the book in the library. Does anybody go to the library anymore? But anyway, Sir Oswald, the most creep show I watched was Sapphire and Steel. I do remember Sapphire and Steel. What was that blondie girl's name in it? Oh, she's fairly famous now. I think she's a comedian. Del Boy's born in 83, so I'm 10 years older than you, Del Boy. 73, baby. You can pop in if you want, Del Boy. I'll send you the link. Give me a thumb if you want to pop in. We get a bit of crack. What's the crack, baby? For 10, 15 minutes chatting about 80 style or 90 style, maybe. I remember when my dad got a TV with a remote control connected to the BMW black and white TV with a cable. It was the greatest thing. Only 2 buttons on it. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah,
Jack, you don't realize how unbelievable it was in the 80s. You know,
Rod, was there no way HDMI Sky Sports package back then?
HD? Don't think so. HR puffing stuff.
I think I go far back in when I was young. Was the so when you had the
Joanna
audio.
Lumley. Joanna Lumley. That she was the girl in Sapphire and Steel. I think she was Sapphire. Yeah, it was a weird
when you had to plug in, was it the yellow, red, and was another colour for the audio cable back in the day when I was quite young. Well, when I was about 5 or 6 with the PS1 and the PS2.
Andrew's only a baby. 99. Space 1999.
At least before the 2000s.
Now, if you want to pop in, let me know. If you don't want it, there's no panic. But yeah, no, I'm just loving this. I love going back in time. It's like a time capsule, a time machine, Jack. Like a little time machine going back.
I'll have to do a quiz for you and the boys and get a load of people on as well. I'll be the quiz master because I won't have a clue of anything.
Steve Stubbs is good at the old quiz. I think he had a quiz on earlier. He's some views. I think he's 4,500 views. He was only on earlier. What are these guys doing with the algorithms? That's what I want to know. Wow. Doug, I'm 30 soon. Wow, you're really making me feel old. What? Fucking 30 and you're giving out? I'm 50 next year. Come on. Fucking 50, baby.
We'll all grow old, graciously, all of us together.
Now. Benjamin Button style, baby.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow Reds. Eamon Kelly, how are you? Hopefully you are well, my friend. As I say, young Doug, he's absolutely young, but great guy to have in the squad. I presume Gary Richards is talking about Millie Vanilli. Milner? Of course he is. I think it was always going to be. I think they've been talking about it since last year, the extension, that he was going to get an extension. So the deal was always on the cards. I mean, Milner, you know. We're going in between Milner, Liverpool transfer chat to 80s style, to 90s style, to box sets, to movies, to popcorn, to cheesy nachos, whatever you want. Jack's favourite. Yeah. Ravi Bakari in the house. How are you, my friend? Hit the like, guys. Hit the share. Think Jack gets younger. He is. He's Benjamin Button.
I wish, mate. I'll be 70 in my care home being like, hello, welcome to Jack.
Live shows in the care home.
Yeah. Better have some fast Wi-Fi in there.
Yeah, do you know what? I love there's a brilliant thing on YouTube. Check it out, guys. It's I think it's 100 Years of Cinema, it's called. It's about an hour or two long. It goes through right from the very first movies, even like Charlie Chaplin movies and stuff, even before that, the silent movies.
The Space Odyssey. Like, I remember that the very first one, the very first one.
Well, Space Odyssey, it was Stanley Kubrick, wasn't it? Was he 68?
Like the moon one, the black and white.
1905 or something. That was. It hits him right in the eye in the moon.
Yeah.
That was some movie for the time. Metropolis as well. Remember the one that's in the Queen Radio Gaga video?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's 1920s. There was some unbelievable movies back then. Charlie Chaplin, The Dictator, if you've ever seen that, the one where he does the big speech at the very end. I mean,
very iconic.
Iconic is not the word. I even like looking, to be honest, people call me a bit of a freak, but I do like looking back on, say, old pictures from 1860, 1870 photographs, or even the very first movies from even around 1880, 1890. We're actually moving in our horse carriages going up some street in New York or in England. It's just, wow. It's like a time machine. It is a time machine. Dave, you're going to sneak some footage of that Liverpool shop where you live, says Ravi. Do you know what? There's a official Liverpool store it's called the Ilac Shopping Centre, which is it's right in the centre, about 3 miles away from me. It's quite small, but it's a decent size. But I asked the fella before, and he was a Man United fan, I think, the manager of the Liverpool shop. And I asked him, could I come in with the camera? Just go around. And he actually said, no, you have to have permission from Liverpool Football Club. For a fucking, yeah. So I just went in, took a few pictures, outside, inside. Crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Job's worth, Christ. Job's worth, really. The job's worth not letting you film. It's like, you just went in, just like vlog yourself or something.
Yeah.
He tells you to get off.
Well, look, I didn't want to rock any boats, but Goonies was the best unbelievable movie, and also Sega Mega Drive console with the old games and a Sonic Street Fighter. Geez, you're showing your age, aren't you? You were born in 99, for God's sake. My brother used to have a Commodore 64. That's before Sega. You know what I mean?
Like the blow on the sets, really, didn't you? Like get the dust out and everything.
Yeah, you still have to do that on my bloody iPhone. But, do you know another thing as well used to be brilliant? The golf games. Or the other game, the one where the screen was like that and it was like tennis, and I go, dude,
Pong was it?
And the yolk would go across the screen.
Yeah.
It was so basic and fake. And then that was like the biggest thing at Christmas time. Like that was the dream, you know. Or what was the first football game? Well, Sega did the first football games, I think. They did the World Cup football in
Think
94.
so, yeah.
Sega 94, maybe. Could be the American World Cup.
Wait, that
But
was it. Was it that like football game that you used to play in a mat and you used to like flick the little miniature
If you
people?
get any pictures up, Jack, of like
Yeah.
retro pictures, and we can pop them up, even of sweets and stuff. You know the way we can name the sweets? Marathon chocolate bar changed to Snickers. I think it was 0100. Same bar, just changed the bloody branding name. Don't know why they ever did that, but it's a bit crazy. I do like a Marathon Snickers bar. Lost Boys was classics. Gary, yeah, brilliant film. Absolutely brilliant. See if we can pop the sweets up, like famous 80s sweets. See if we can remember them. I even remember 70 sweets. Even jelly tots and things were still out. Buttons were out. All these sweets were still out back in the day. The fruit and nut. Do you remember fruit and nut bar? Dairy milk fruit and nut. I think it's
I still eat
I
them.
think that's absolutely
Lovely.
beautiful. Ah,
Yeah.
fruit. I am a bit of a fruit and nut. I'm definitely a fruit and nut. Commodore 60. Does Commodore 64 Plus? Ooh, says Mark. Wow, that must have been expensive back in the day. You'd probably buy a house for that back in the day. Just like 80s, you know, like retro sweets or something like that from England or whatever, because it would have been similar sweets here in Ireland at the time. And we can just pop it up. We can have a look and see what our favorite sweets were back in the 80s or 70s or whatever. Whatever you want, guys, because this is the dream. We are living an 80s, 90s dream, even though Jack was only born in 95. But bit of crack, guys. Get your comments in. Hit the like. What was your favorite sweets? Crisps back in the day. Even ice pops. There used to be an ice pop back in Ireland called, I think it was the Dracula. It was black with white ice cream and then red ice cream and red, sort of like a jelly ice cream in the middle. So when you bit into it, it was red. Dracula. What a famous cold cubes, pear drops, yeah, sherbet fountains. I remember them, Mark, yeah. Giving your age away now, baby. It was the sherbet fountain, the thing where I had like the licorice down the middle of it in a yellow sort of tube. Here we go, guys. Let's have a look at this. Whoa. What can I see in there?
80s. What can you remember, Chad?
Can we zoom in on maybe this page here, Jack? See that one there? Can you not?
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll get out of that.
Yeah, there we go.
That one. That one there with all the bars in it. Look. That one there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
That one, yeah, that one up there, yeah. That one there.
Yeah.
You can try and make it a bit bigger because there looks like so many sweets in there, baby. Let's zoom in. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, some of the sweet, there's crunchy up there, Star Bar, fruit gums, fruit pastels, buttons. These are all 80s. Opal fruit. Some of the packaging has changed. Yorkie, Aero, Bounty. I mean, most of these are still, that Dairy Crunch has gone. That's gone out. The old Line Bar. See the old Line Bar there? That was the old wrapper of Line Bar. I remember that. The Mars down here.
Picnic's still around. Caramax, Crunchies are still. Turkish Delights are still here as well. Bounties in it. Kit Kats. It's mad how certain sweets have like disappeared. Like Toblerone.
All because the lady loved milk tray. That was a great ad as well. What an ad. You think James Bond jumped through the window? He'd leave a box of chocolates on the bed. You wouldn't get away with a video like that nowadays. Oh, licorice all sort. There's your whole nut. There it is. There it is, baby. See it there? Oh, what a dream. What an absolute. Can they go Quality Street?
What are those
Banjo
tots?
Bar?
What are the tots in the middle? What
Jelly
were they
tots.
like?
Jelly tots. The jelly tots.
Candy tots, yeah.
Jellies. They were nice, covered in sugar, I think they were. But I'm just looking here. Galaxy. There's the Galaxy Bar. Nestle.
It's mad how some of these are like still going. The majority of these chocolates are still going, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're all classics. They're all bestsellers. I mean, even that Black Magic there, dark chocolate. There's your fruit and nut there, Jack. There's the fruit
Yeah.
nut, Cadbury's fruit nut. That's the whole nut, which was just nuts and chocolate. That
Oh,
one had
yeah.
like raisins in it with nuts and chocolate. That was like, wow. That was
39p for that. That's a bargain.
who?
39p for a fruit and nut. Even like 15p for a crunchy. Bloody hell.
So much is it now for a bar of chocolate?
You're
Like,
probably
you
looking
know,
at like a quid or 150 for like
I do like Opal
a
Fruits,
bar
Gary.
like
I
that.
do actually like Whisper
Yeah.
bars, another favorite. Twix,
Yeah.
10p. You remember it cost 10p? The Twix
Yeah.
bar. Where's the Twix bar? It's in here somewhere. It's in the middle there. There's there. Look. There. Right in the middle of the picture. Marathon. There's Marathon. Look. That changed right in the middle. That Marathon changed, by the way, to Snickers. A double
Oh,
decker. Double decker still there.
yeah.
Cabana. I just about remember. Turkish Delight. A lot of people don't. I like Turkish Delight. A lot of people don't like Turkish
I
Delight.
love Turkish Delight, yeah.
I think the two biggest bars where people have a big problem with are Bounties, Bounty bars, you know,
Oh,
the
don't like
coconut,
bounties. Yeah,
or
don't like
Turkish Delight. And I love both of them. I think they're absolutely Topic. There's another one. Off Topic. The Topic bar was
chocolate
absolutely, it
bars,
was
yeah.
like nougat and caramel. And it was like a nut going through it, I think, with chocolate surround. That was a really unusual. I think it's in this picture, actually, Topic. I thought I seen it.
Yeah, I'd be somewhere.
I thought I seen it. Licorice, all sorts. Blackjacks. Do you remember they take the bloody teeth out of your head? There was fruit salads as well. I don't know whether you remember fruit salads.
Oh,
Small
yeah, I
little,
like fruit salads.
square
Yeah.
little sweets with a package on them. And
Fruit
you'd eat a blackjack and your mouth would be black after it. Your whole tongue and now to be black after eating them. Finger of fudge is just enough to give a kid a treat. A finger of fudge is just enough to get it on it. It's full of gummy goodness and
Yeah.
everything.
I'll try and get some more up there.
Give a kid a treat. That was a great one. Finger of fudge. Try and get other ones up. Yeah, even crisps and stuff. I remember back here in Ireland, we some lovely crisps over here. King and Tato, Hunky Dories, these type of crisps. But I mean, I don't know what types of crisps. Probably similar crisps he's had. Toffee crisp was nice. Toffee crisp is still going, Ravi. The Catch Bar. I do remember a Catch Bar. I think it's still available in the red wrapper with sort of a yellow catch written. I remember Smarties from the 70s. They're still going. It just shows you, though, all the top bars still go since the 70s, 80s, and are still going strong, Jack.
Yeah.
The Milky Bar kids. The Milky Bars are on me. Do you remember that? The little blondie fella. Frutella.
Why is that not working?
Fox's Glacier Mints. I do remember the ad with the fox, and I think it was a polar bear in it.
Oh, yeah, I think this is going back in time, this one.
Going back, baby. He's going 70 style, are you?
Yeah,
Jack's going 70.
Sure
Like a time machine. Let's go back to the 70s, baby. Where are your flares? I've got flares on at the moment. Let's go. 70s crisps and food time, baby. Just trying to see. Is that one there you have, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Now you are. Look,
5p.
Aero is still there. You've got Dairy Milk still there.
Soccer bar.
Curly Whirly is there.
Yeah.
Roasted almond with chocolate. Do you see that one down the bottom, down the very bottom corner in the red? What?
Oh, yeah. These were like 5p in that, aren't they? So this is like...
yeah, but that's the thing. 4 or 5p for
yeah.
chocolate bar. That is 70s. That has to be 70s style.
Yeah.
Has to be. Curly Whirly was 3p. Look. 3p.
Exchange rate's gone through the roof.
Fucking hell. 3p for a Curly Whirly. I mean, this is just dreamland here.
A Toffo is a toffee crisp, probably.
I remember there was a thing called Toffos. They were in a pack like Rolos. You know Rolos? Toffee Rolos?
Yeah.
They were called Toffos. They were just toffee. Curly Whirly. Yeah, Curly Whirly, 3p. You're absolutely... That's crazy prices. That was another show. Crazy prices. Used to be on Friday nights. Anyone remember Smith's Crisps with the little cartoon at the back? On the back? It gotta be Smith's Crisps. It's gotta be Smiths, pub size. Yeah, these be pub crisps. I mean, I used to
Yeah.
remember back in the day, fellas used to be having smokes in the pubs or playing snooker on television with a whiskey and a smoke. They'd be having a smoke,
Yeah.
holding the smoke in the hand while they're taking a shot. Alex Higgins would be taking a shot. And that's, oh my God. Different level. Dib Dab Refreshener. Prawn cocktail. Do you remember them? Actually, very like Skips. Okay, I'm putting on my tartan closing platforms. I'm listening to Shawadi Wadi. And Kevin Keegan is the best player in the world. Says it also 70 styles now. I did like a bit of Shawadi Wadi, actually. There's no doubt about that. Rolos, yeah, Rolos are still going. They are still going. I do like Rolos. Any crisps you can get up, Jackie Boy?
Yeah, I'm trying to have a look. Chris.
Hula hoops. I think hula hoops are going since the 80s. I think they're definitely going since the 80s. Ketchups, crisps, and Marmite. I know the Anfield right do like a little section on crisps every now and again. So we without tasting the crisps, we'll talk about the crisps. Quavers, says Gary Richards. We should do Jack. We should do a show where we talk about food and taste the food and tell you what it's like. You know, McDonald's. Geez, this McDonald's does not look like exactly what it should look like. You know what type of thing?
Oh yeah, I see this one. Is this working?
Transformer crisps. Optimus Prime. I like my crisps, says Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I got some
Monster Munch. They're still out.
Yeah, saying that Monster Munch must look like.
I like this. I like this question. I like this question from Ravi. It's a famous '80s ad. Who would you give your last Rolo to? That was a famous ad where it was like a cartoon ad. The guy would come out and sit down, and he'd eaten his Rolo, and he's one Rolo left, and the girl would come out, and that was an unbelievable ad. Brilliant. I think the ads were so much better in the '80s. He got the point across so easy. Got the point across. That's the idea of an ad. Who would I give my last Rolo to? Klopp?
Salah to make him stay, hopefully.
Yeah. Mane, here's your last Rolo. You can stay. Here's the last Rolo. If you take this, you can stay for another few years. Let's have a look at this now, what Jackie has. Crisps. What is this? 80s style?
I don't know if it's 70s or 80s.
I think it could be 70s. 80s. Monster Munch down the bottom. Discos. Smith's Crisps. Tudor, Sam Spuds. I remember that. Sam Spuds, Smith Crisps. Oh my God. Chipsticks I could just make out there.
Tudor Crisp, pickled onion flavour. Bloody hell.
Monster Munch down the bottom there. Oh my God. Burger Bites are rubbish. I like Burger Bites.
Yeah. Tell you what. Did you wonder what
we crisps called Jumpies? They were shaped like kangaroos. Oh yeah, Space Raiders. Yeah, I do remember Space Raiders. Yeah, very like pickly flavor type crisp.
Yeah,
pickle flavor.
They've survived. Like they're still going now, aren't they? Space Raiders.
Are they?
Yeah.
Burger Bites. Burger Bites. Do you remember them?
The little miniature ones. Yeah.
Fruit pastels. Yeah, they would chew the gob off you. You'd be stuck in your teeth. You know the sweets. Some of the sweets years ago would literally. You'd be going to a dentist. I think it was a dentist who invented most of those sweets in the 70s and 80s to fucking make sure you go and see him, because eating them would destroy your teeth as a kid.
What are those Stars ones, Dave? The Disney ones and chat. What are those ones? They're just the ones by the Smith's Crisps. What were they? Were they like what, the Stars Disney ones? Those crisps. What were those ones?
I don't know. I see Skips there. Look, they're Skips.
Yeah.
Stars. I do see that. Are they Tato Stars?
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Can't make it out.
Yeah.
Cheetos. Love Skips. Yeah, I do like Skips. Skips are still going. Prawn cocktail flavor, of course, they're still going. Salt and Shake.
Oh, Salt and Shake. I remember that.
Salt and Shake. Never heard of them.
I think now we're like the walkers, aren't they? You put like you tear like the salt in and you put them in and then you shake the packet. I don't know if they're there. Oh yeah. So those the white packet on the middle on the left.
Yeah.
I think you just literally took a bit of salt off and then put it actually in the packet and then you showed it.
No,
not that they've survived this long. No, hold on.
Lineker, yeah, well,
Discos.
Lineker was involved with crisps, wasn't he? That company that sponsored Leicester at the time. What was the name of it?
Yeah.
Walker's crisps,
Walkers,
wasn't
yeah.
it? What
Yeah,
would
did he?
guys? Here's one in the questions for the comments, right? Do you remember Lineker brought out a thing where you have to make up a flavor of crisp, and if you made up the flavor and the name of the crisp, they would make the bag of crisp for you. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Making me hungry now. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would. Oh, yes. Churchill flavored crisps. But what would you go for? What would I go for? Crisps? Miami Vice crisps. Miami Vice flavor crisps. Hedgehog flavor. They'd be a bit spicy. They'd be a bit prickly now, wouldn't they? They would really do a job in your mouth. Fucking hedgehog flavor crisps. But years ago, some marketing wizard in Germany decided icebergs, which would be a great name, right? I tell you what, there was some names in the 80s you just would not get away with it. Look back, baby. Absolutely crazy stuff. But let's see if we can get even an 80s movie list up of 10 or 15 and we pick the best movie from. I seen something yesterday. They have like a collage of, say, 10 films like Goonies and shit like that. I think it's just a retro type channel. Worst flavor crisp.
Oh, worst.
Smoky bacon. I'm not mad about smoky bacon. I just
ready salted, just very bored.
Yeah,
I don't like ready.
You mean like salt and vinegar, or
no? Just red. Is it the red packet? Like the red?
Oh yeah. No,
like
yeah.
just
Like the Pringles do something like that, don't they? Pringles, the red Pringles.
Yeah.
I like the green Pringles. I think it's the cheese and onion one, is it?
Yeah. 80s. So
some of the Walker's crisps are amazing. They're owned by Lay's, Lays. Yeah, they own them. Yeah. E.T. Exciting teenager Harvey Elliott. Elliott. What a film that was. I actually watched that recently. It was absolutely brilliant. Back to the Future. We actually are doing a Back to the Future show. That's what we're talking about. We're going back to the 70s, baby.
Oh, yeah. We're going to...
Yeah. Jesus. Spicy tomato flavor. What?
You've got 80s list here. And then we'll go up. Yeah.
I actually do remember Findus crispy pancakes in the yellow pack. You put them in the oven. They were like a crispy pancake with a tiny bit of like gravy and bits of mince or something in them. There wasn't much in them, but they were quite nice. When waffles came out first, they were a huge hit. Condor Man. Do you remember Condor Man? Golden Wonder. There's one for you now. Golden Wonder, baby. Mash gets smashed.
Got an 80s list here. Yeah,
let's have a look at this 80s list, guys.
Right, Jack. If you got a pen or paper, or put it down on your phone.
Can you make that out, Jack? I can't make that out.
Yeah, I'll zoom in.
Zoom it in a bit better. What are the movies?
Yeah,
well, you've got Goonies, Spaceballs. That's fucking mad.
Yeah,
Say anything.
Right, chat. If you can get at least, you get a point for the top 5. So now you've got to pick the top 5 films that define an 80s. This was voted on. Yeah, so if you could pick 5 films that you're hoping in the top 5, we'll do a little quiz there. So
what have you got there? Go back up again. You got Spaceballs.
Yeah, top 100 films that define the 80s. So you got Say Anything. 99 is Spaceballs.
Yeah.
The Goonies, 98.
Well, Goonies is up there anyway.
Mask.
Mask, yeah.
Kansas, 1989. Die Hard. Classic.
Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. Youngbloods was brilliant, yeah. Some amount of... Did you see the actors in Youngblood?
No,
Rob Lowe.
some good ones.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Swayze again. Naked Gun. That was crazy stuff. Fucking that. That was funny as fucking... What else we got
Academy
here?
6.
Police Academy 6. The original one's the best, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to go through. Look, it's going to give you the 4, 5, and 6. The Assignment, Miami Beach, go back. Citizens on Patrol. That wasn't bad, actually. Back in Training, First Assignment, and Police Academy.
That was the best one. We could say that one. The first one, yeah. Police Story 2. Sergeant Jackie Chan.
Police Story. The first one was good.
It's mad how obviously his career, he was he's never.
That was one of his first big breakthroughs. 85, I think, wasn't
it? Yeah. Fresh Horses. See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Oh my God!
I love that
Hear No
film.
Evil. Now that is, if you have an hour or two to spare tonight, go.
Oh no, I've seen that one, Dave.
Dave is deaf and Wally is blind. They witnessed a murder, but it was Dave who was looking at her and Wally who was listening. And one is deaf, one is blind. Richard Pryor and Willy Wonka himself, Gene Wilder. Two of the best ever. Two of my favorites. What a film!
No Small Affair.
I don't remember No Small Affair. To be fair,
Footloose.
Dirty
I remember
Footloose.
that.
Footloose.
When Harry Met Sally.
Kevin Bacon, of course, in Footloose. Harry Met Sally.
Coming to America.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, the second one's only just released as well. Not too bad. Dirty Rotten.
I was looking for money
Scoundrels.
releasing that now, wasn't it? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
The Brothers from Another Planet. Earth Girls Are Easy. I'm not too sure. Class. 18 Again.
Some crazy movies there.
Back to School.
Caddyshack.
Wildcats. Major League.
Major
Johnny
League.
Be Good.
Johnny Be Good.
Back to the
Future 2.
Classic.
The original Back to the Future in 1985. Yes. That was the year, baby. That was the year.
Driving Miss Daisy. When it come out? Back to the
89.
Future. Massive. Yeah.
Parenthood. Catholic Boys. Running Man. The Running Man was brilliant. Underrated film. Teen Wolf. Michael J. Fox. Oxford Blues. Bachelor Party. That is a crazy movie, actually. Airplane 2, the sequel. Airplane, the original. War Games was good. Bad Boys. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Was that out then? Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah.
Short.
Didn't know that. Didn't know Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was that old. Short.
Yeah.
Taps.
I don't remember Taps. Rain Man, of course, we all remember that.
Less than Zero.
Less Than Zero. Uncle Buck.
The
Thing. That's a creepy
I
film.
love that one. That's one of my favorite horrors.
82.
1982.
40 years old.
Classic. Such a classic, that. Dreamscape.
We're No Angels. There's another classic. Bird.
Yeah.
Carol Miller's daughter. La Bamba. La Bamba. Sid Nancy. Jesus Christ. I'm way back here. One Crazy Summer. 9.5 weeks. That was about an 18s movie, probably. Steel Magnolias.
Top 30 now. Young Guns.
That's a good movie, Young Guns.
That one, yeah. Tender Menaces. Pink Floyd, The Wall. All of Me.
Mannequin. Do you know the song? Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Oh, that's Clash of the Titans. The Outsiders. Top 30 now. Red Dawn.
Do you know what? See that film, Red Dawn?
Is that a horror? Is it?
No, it's about the Russians attack America, and these kids are in a school, and it's an unbelievable film. Unbelievable. The Soviet Union invade the States.
Yeah, 16
Candles. That's another classic.
Mad Max.
Wow. Rocky 4.
Yes.
Rocky 3. I think the first one again is the best.
Yeah.
Pretty in Pink. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Can't believe that's 1989.
Yeah.
1989. Lethal Weapon 2. Wow. Original Lethal Weapon 87. 48 Hours. That's another good one. Nick Nolte. Eddie Murphy. That's good.
Red Heat. Tango and
Cash. Beverly Hills Cop. Wow. All the legendary ones are coming out now, Jack. Electric Dreams.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen
that. When he takes the day off school. Risky Business.
The Terminator. Classic
Terminator,
Sim Racer.
84.
Better Off Dead. Battery's not
Batteries not
included.
included. Breakfast
Breakfast
Club,
Club.
another classic cult film.
Stand and Deliver. Firestarter.
Firestarter. Amadeus.
Cocktail.
What a film. Cocktail, Tom Cruise, yeah. St. Elmo's Fire. Some great songs, Jack, for this.
Yeah.
This is the 80s was the start of where they brought out like soundtracks. The soundtracks of some of these movies are just Weird Science, another classic as well.
Yeah, so that's
100, yeah. Well, I mean, Weird Science is brilliant.
Yeah, I'll try and get. That was the 80s and that nice. Yeah.
Was Dogma 80s or 90s? I thought it was early 90s, but I could be wrong. Scarface
on some of them as
Flight
well.
of the Navigator.
Yeah.
I think Casino was 90s.
Full Metal Jacket as well. Yeah. Full Metal Jacket, Beetlejuice. Yeah, Top Gun. When was that released? 1986.
Back in a sec.
No, he's on Chat as well. The Lost Boys as well. Tell you what, Full Metal Jacket though. Such a good film. What else have we got? Nightmare on Elm Street. Bloody hell. Tell you what, back in the day, what was that released? 1984 as well. That would have been absolutely. And The Untouchable Chat as well. The classic 1987 film. Tremendous that. Platoon. Dune as well, the original. Obviously, that has been redone. Obviously, just recently as well. Yeah, so as well, the Evil Dead. Hellraiser.
Whoa, they're getting creepy now, baby.
Yeah, Batman.
Oh, I wasn't mad into horrors, to be fair.
Yeah. Scarface, as we said
Nightmare on
before.
Elm Street.
The original Predator. 1987.
Children of the Corn, that absolutely was creepy. Children of the Corn.
That's scary.
Oh, Salem's Lot, one of my favorites as well.
Yeah. Legends. Shining, classic.
Honey, I'm home.
I love that one, 1980.
Yeah. They're going way back here. Gremlins is another one, as Mark Forrest would say.
Yes.
Evil Dead was creepy. I mean, there was some creepy shit going on back in them days.
Poltergeist as well. Tell you what, that would have been mad back in the day. 1982. That would have been
The Exorcist from the 70s was even creepier.
Oh, yeah. And like, when I was reviewing that, I'd done like an assignment on that. Like, people, like, you had to be stopped. Did they get banned in cinema?
Yeah, people fainted in the cinema.
Yeah, which is mad, isn't it?
But it came out first, you know.
What about The Fly? Do you like that one?
Oh, yeah, Jeff Goldblum, I think, is a fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's you wouldn't want to be eating your dinner watching that. He turns into a fly, and there's goo, and
Yeah, I'm fine.
The Lawnmower Man. Yeah, that was a creepy one as well. Wasn't it, The Lawnmower Man?
Yeah.
Karate Kid, the original, of course.
Commando.
Was really Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Blade Runner.
Classic. Dogs are going crazy. The dogs are going mad. The dogs of war. The dogs of war. Dog Day Afternoon. Tora. You're going way back. That's a 60s movie, I think. What else we got there, Jackie boy? Howard the Duck, I think you had there.
Howard the Duck, yeah. The 1986, that was out. Who sort of won? Akira.
Who?
Classic. The Akira, if anyone's into the
the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Akira is brilliant, yeah. It's actually got huge now, anime.
Yeah, I know it has, yeah.
Japanese art.
E.T., the classic one. I cried my eyes out watching when I was a kid.
I only watched it about 3 weeks ago. It's absolutely brilliant. Octopussy, all the James Bonds were brilliant. What's your favorite James Bond? I actually think either Moonraker or Octopussy. Although even Daniel Craig, who's a Liverpool fan, by the way, has been brilliant.
Doctor No, I think it was one of the very first ones, isn't it?
That's 60s, isn't it?
Yeah, because I did get the all the all the ones bought for me. But yeah, that's the latest ones.
There was a Michael Jackson one there. Look, Moonwalker.
Oh.
See that? I went to see that when it came out. I think it was 88. Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
Oh, yeah.
I seen him live 3 times, Jack, in Ireland. He was live 3 times.
That would have been amazing.
88, the Bad Tour in Cork in 1988, the Bad Tour. That was when he was at probably his highest, 88. Then he came over in 92, and then he came over in 96, 3 times. Unbelievable.
That would have been amazing, that, mate, isn't it?
Oh, different level, yeah. Goldfinger.
Yeah.
I'm loving this
Some
80s.
classic
We have
ones.
to do this again.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we
That's
could do a
right.
quiz on it. We could get other people in at some stage. 80s, 90s, crisps, chocolate bars, cartoons. Oh, actually, see if we can maybe finish it off with cartoons. We can get 80s style cartoon pictures.
Cartoons.
Even 80s style, or whatever. Even 90s. But there's so many great cartoons. But as I say, the intros to them were just wow. The intros to the 80s cartoons were just different level. Different level. Or an eagle. I even remember as a kid, I used to collect comics. The Mask Crusaders, the cartoon came out. Mask Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime. Remember Mask, do you?
Hang on. Yeah, is that it?
Brilliant. Transformers, robots in disguise.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. There we go. It's not that many, but
Optimus Prime. Commando mags, yeah. There was another one, I think it was called Eagle. The Eagle. The magazine was called Eagle, I think. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. What have we got here? Okay, what have we got? They're not 80s, are they? DuckTales was. That one in the middle there, DuckTales. Then you've Inspector Gadget, I suppose.
Little Toaster. Is that
the
one?
Snorks. The Snorks. I can see the Snorks there. Transformers Top Corner, I'd say. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Some unbelievable. The Fraggles. Do you remember the Fraggles? Who got a Fraggle? Fraggle.
Yeah.
Fraggles has been a Friday night. Oh, I'm nearly crying watching these bleeding shows. Unbelievable. All the superheroes. He-Man there. Thundercats are go. You've Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. You've Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo goes back to the 60s. He goes all the way back.
Yeah.
What?
Has that been out that long?
There's Mask. What a show that was. Mask. Danger Mouse. Super Ted. Super Ted is in there. Who else have you got in there? Thundercats was brilliant. She-Ra's in there. Beetlejuice. I can see Beetlejuice in there. Super Ted. There's Super Ted. Look. Super Ted. Oh my God. What a show. What shows? There's that bottom corner one there now, like a superhero guy.
That one? Oh, where?
That bottom corner one there is actually a 70s cartoon. Oh my God. It's saying they're 90s, but some of them are 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
80s. Yeah. Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget was brilliant. Bar. There's Ghostbusters, the original Spider-Man and his amazing friends. That was brilliant. You'd Iceman and Firestar. Firestar was getting Iceman was the other guy.
What would you like Spider-Man and like Ghostbusters being on like back in the day, like channel? Would it be like a mixture of all of them, or would it be?
I can't hear you with the dogs barking.
Yeah, what would the Spider-Man and not being on? What channel? And if you wanted to watch it, would it be on like channel 1 or 2 or?
You mean the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends here is 80s, but before that, it was Spider-Man, that 60s, where he's just real, fighting the Green Goblin and all. The cartoon, I think it was Stan Lee originally. Yeah. But Penelope Pit Stop is another one I can see here. It was Spider-Man's 60th birthday yesterday. Wow. And we're on the web talking about him. Yeah. Count Duckula. There's Count Duckula, I think, there. Look at him. Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock. Do you remember them, Jack?
No. Smurfs. When were they out? That looks like the 80s.
Oh, 80s. 80s.
Yeah.
mean, a lot
Smiths.
of these shows are reruns, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
You
so the
have,
Simpsons isn't one.
what else do you have there? Let's see what it is. Thundercats was brilliant.
Snoopy,
Ghostbusters.
my mum used to love Snoopy. Yeah.
Snoopy. Yeah, Snoopy
Yeah.
was decent. Captain Caveman. That was 70s, I think. That one in the middle, that guy, the archer. What the
That
hell
one.
was that called? That guy in the middle there. He's got like a bow and arrow. He's like Robin Hood. See him in the middle there?
Yeah, that one.
What that was? They went to a theme park and they go down into a magic place. It's a bit like Lord of the Rings type of thing. You go into a magical world. That was brilliant. I used to love that. 80s again. There's Ulysses. There he is. Ulysses, my son. See him there with the tree, with the like the space helmets on. No.
That one.
And there's his son Telemachus there.
That one, yeah,
Ulysses.
top left.
Yeah, Ulysses.
Yeah.
That's Ulysses 31. That's the cartoon I was talking about earlier. What a show that was. And the intro is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Dungeons and Dragons. That's what it was called, Mark. Yes. Dungeons and Dragons is what it was. That was some cartoon. That was absolutely wow.
Yeah. I wish we could do a video, but obviously we get the trailers up on that one we bought.
See, the problem is you get copyrighted though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, another one that was brilliant. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. That was another one. There's Skeletor. There's Pep Guardiola. Look. Skeletor, there he is. There's Pep. And the Masters of the Universe.
What? Who's that fella? Oh, it's
Skeletor.
No, the one below him. Oh, what's that called?
This guy here?
That one. I know what it is, but names don't know my head.
I don't really know who that one is.
What's that chap? I know what it is.
Rhubarb and custard. Rhubarb is in there somewhere. That's a 70s style. Heathcliff. Unbelievable cartoons. Inspector Gadget as well in there. Dreamland stuff. Look at that. Absolute Dreamland stuff.
So many good ones.
Oh, Retro City. They're all like t-shirts of them. Retro City. I'm not going to stay on much longer, Jackie.
Yeah,
we give it 5 minutes, which is not. Yeah, we'll be here all year. Listen, we do it some night with a beer. 80s, 90s special night. We can have all these things. Like have your retro all set up so you can go through them, you know, that type of way.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love that. What do we give it another 3 minutes? We call it a day or a night. But we started this where we'll finish with James Milner signing his 1-year contract extension for Liverpool FC. So we'll see at least one more year of Millie Vanilli. And I, for one, I'm happy with that. Have you any plans for the week or on your channel coming up, Jack?
Try and get a couple of videos out, mate, as you said. And I'm not really too fussed on doing fanfare videos every single day. I know it does get the views in and that, but probably get 1 or 2, mate, on if you're free this week.
Yeah.
And get a couple
I know what you mean. Doing transfer, like, unless you've got solid information or you've got, it's a bit of hearsay, they say, you say. I like mixing it up, especially because there's no real football on between now and August, well, July.
Yeah, I'm like Mark there, as you said, just want the season to start. And thankfully, I was seeing West Ham, they're back in like training in like 2 weeks.
Oh, that Conference League?
Yeah, it starts so early, like, but as Mark said there, and all of us, I think we just want the season to start, really. The quicker it does, the better. And we just focus on our team, really. And and obviously the World Cup next year, which is going to be madness.
Here's another classic. Hong Kong Phooey never was a super guy. That's another 70s style cartoon. Another classic, Jack. Jeez, have a look. Guys, before we go back onto YouTube, type in 70s, 80s cartoons, films, music, whatever, crisps, chocolate bars, whatever you want. When we're live again, maybe the weekend, we'll do another show. We'll do something similar. Get your ideas in. Hit the like. Hit the share. Check out Jack Mark Ellis. I'm sure you all know who Jackie Boy is. Milner signed a new contract extension. We went back in time for an hour and a half. We went back to the 70s. We went back to the 80s and the 90s. We lived the dream. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hello.
Nice
this means more. Thanks to Jack as well. Stay
Cheers,
safe,
Mickey.
guys.
Thank you.
A lot more content to come. Talk soon. Cheers. 80s.